Welcome back to the channel. This is the place where we explore software development, we dive into exciting technologies, and learn how to build amazing projects together. By the way, if you're new here, I'd love to have you join this growing community of passionate developers. Just hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest tutorials, tips, and coding fun. It is free and it really helps support this channel. Alright, let's dive straight into today's session. In this video, we'll be talking about Jasypt. Jasypt simply means Java Simplified Encryption. And what does it do? Jasypt actually helps us to encrypt sensitive data in our configuration files, which means you keep your secret very safe, even if someone gets access to your properties, right? Now, in this case, we all understand why we need to encrypt or save our credentials and manage our credentials properly. There are a lot of ways to do this, right? There is HashiCorp Vault, of course. There's also AWS Secret Manager and a lot more, right? But what if you do not have the resources to do those kind of things? What is a simplified way to encrypt your credentials so it's safe, at least to some extent, right? So that's why we'll be talking about Jasypt today, right? Let's get right into it. So to set up Jasypt, I already have an application running, which is running fine at the moment. I'm not going into what this application does, but it's simply an income and expense tracker, a simple income and expense application, right? So we need a dependency and a plugin, right? I'll just copy them over. I have them here. So the first dependency we need is the Jasypt Spring Boot starter, and then we also need the plugin, all right? You might want to do this differently, but just so you understand what goes on under the hood, we just want to put the plugin here, right? So the plugin is useful for us to be able to encrypt and decrypt the password, but the dependency is what the application needs to read and decrypt the password, all right? So let's just see how this works. First of all, now that we have this, let's build the project. All right. Awesome. That's done. So now let's try to see how to encrypt our password. Easy, right? So let's assume this password. Okay, you know what? Let's just pick this one, the key store. Let's assume this password is what we intend to encrypt, this password, right? Now, how do we encrypt this? I have the command to do that here. I'll just copy and paste it. Also. All right. So here you have Maven Jasypt encrypt value. And then you have the Jasypt encryptor password. Encryptor password is your key. Let's assume you want to encrypt your password. So the key for encrypting and decrypting the password is what you need here. So let's say my key is ABCDEFGH, right? That's my key, okay? So the algorithm I'll be using to encrypt the password is the PBA with MD5 and the ES, right? Just know that, right? And then here you then put in the exact password, the raw password you want to encrypt. In our case, it is password, right? So you could just copy it. It doesn't matter what you do. And then paste it here. All right, good, and enter. Oh, there's an error here somewhere. We have this tag that is not supposed to be there. All right, so let's just do this again. All right, no issues. Then we'll clean this out and then we'll try it again. Okay. All right, so we are able to successfully encrypt our password. Now, how do we test this, right? Let's just copy this. You need to copy with the ENC, all right? Let's copy that and then put it where the password you replace with the password, okay? So now let's just test this, right? To test this, say for example from your IDE, like I'm using IntelliJ, how to test this, I'll edit my configuration, and then you want to add a VM option, all right? So in the VM option, you then paste this. I'll just put this. We need to paste in the password. So we'll paste the Jasypt Encryptor password, right? In our case, it is the key. And you have A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, right? But hold on. Let's go back and see if we can even decrypt this password, right? Let's decrypt it and see if we can get our original raw password, which is, again, the password we used, right? So to do that, to decrypt that, I have the code here again. I have the line here to do that. So you have the Maven Jasypt decrypt value, and here, when you have the Jasypt Encryptor password, is our key. Again, our key is the alphabet A to H, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, right? And then what do we want to decrypt? The value we want to decrypt is the encrypted password, which is what we have in here, right? So let's see if we can decrypt this. Just paste it and enter. Oh, we did not add the algorithm. So let's just do that. Let's add the algorithm. No problems. We can do that. Just the same way we did the last time. So let's do that. Enter. Awesome. So we're able to decrypt it. If you see here, you have password, right? So which means we're able to get back our original password. Now, we've edited our configuration. We have the encryptor there. So now let's start this. Normally, if the password is not right, this would not work. You know what? Let's just give it another test. Let's just go into where we're calling that particular password, which is here, right? We're using that password here, and see if we get our original password, right? So let's just print it. Just name it decrypted password. All right, let's just print it out. There you go. All right, let's test this. But before we do that, if you remember, when we're encrypting the password, we specified what algorithm it should use. So we need to specify the algorithm in our YAML file, and to do that, we just do a Jasypt. Let's do Jasypt algorithm, but we're not using this algorithm. Remember, we declared our PBE with MD5. So let me just paste that. And then we also need the generator class, right? Generator class. Good. So let's just use the random. All right, now we can test this. Okay, let's just run this again. If everything is fine, it should be able to print out decrypted password. All right, awesome. So it was able to decrypt the password in the code, which is what we want, right? And the application is running fine. All right, now that we have it running fine, right? So what if we then want to deploy this into Docker, right? Let's just try to see how to deploy this into Docker. Let's see if our configuration file seems okay. Everything looks fine in the configuration file. All right, and we have the encrypted password. Okay, so let's deploy this into Docker. First of all, again, from the previous class, if you remember, you have to build maybe clean install first, or maybe package, whichever one you want. All right, and then we want to also build the image. I already have it here built. Good. Awesome. The image is built, so if we go into our Docker, it should be there. Images. Yep, it's there. Good. Now I want to spin this up. I have my command here for spinning it up. So let me just paste this. No. Okay, so this is it. Good. So you have the docker run /d, which means it's just going to run in the background. Of course, the name of the image you want to run and the network. No problems. Then we have, of course, I'm just declaring the Spring data source. And here, this is what I want you to see. This one, we have the Jasypt encryptor password, which is the ABCDEFGH that we've actually declared, right? So let's just spin this up and go into our Docker to see how it's faring. All right, let's go into our container. Good, spinning up, and good. It's able to decrypt it. So we've been able to encrypt our password and decrypt our password, and also deploy it into Docker, which is our aim for today. Once again, I'm super thrilled to be your instructor on this journey towards building excellence. Please subscribe, leave your comment, click the notification button to stay updated with our new videos, and most importantly, share with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video.